Europe, 1941. A continent drowning in fear, fire, and blood. Adolf Hitler stands at the peak of his power. His armies have crushed Poland, shattered France, and forced Britain into desperate resistance. To the world, Nazi Germany appears unstoppable, an empire rising faster than any in modern history. But history hides a brutal truth. The greatest empires do not fall because they are weak. They fall because of one fatal mistake. Tonight we uncover the decision that silently destroyed Hitler's dream of domination. A decision driven by arrogance. A decision that ignored reality. A decision that turned certain victory into inevitable defeat. This is not the story of a single battle. This is the story of the moment the war was already lost, even though no one knew it yet. By 1941, Hitler controlled most of Europe. His blitzkrieg strategy had rewritten the rules of war. Tanks moved faster than enemy commanders could react. Air power shattered defenses before armies even arrived. German generals believed they were witnessing history's most perfect war machine. Hitler believed something far more dangerous. He believed destiny itself had chosen him. Each victory fed his ego. Each conquest silenced doubt. Slowly, confidence turned into obsession. Hitler no longer listened to his generals. He trusted only his own vision. And there was one enemy he hated above all others: the Soviet Union. On June 22, 1941, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion ever attempted by human beings. More than 3 million German soldiers poured into Soviet territory. The plan was simple: destroy the Red Army in weeks, capture Moscow before winter, end the war in the East before it truly began. At first, the plan worked. Soviet defenses collapsed. Entire armies were surrounded. Millions were captured or killed. German soldiers believed victory was inevitable. Many thought the war would be over by autumn. But hidden beneath the success was a deadly flaw. Hitler had underestimated three things: distance, time, and human endurance. As German forces pushed deeper into Soviet land, a critical question emerged. Where should the army strike next? Hitler's generals begged for a direct assault on Moscow. Moscow was the heart of Soviet command. Its fall could cripple the entire system. But Hitler refused. Instead, he split his forces. He ordered troops south toward Ukraine and north toward Leningrad. These targets held symbolic value, resources, prestige. This was the moment everything changed. By dividing his army, Hitler destroyed the speed of blitzkrieg. Supply lines stretched hundreds of miles. Fuel ran short. Coordination collapsed. Momentum was lost. And in war, lost momentum is often fatal. Russia does not defeat its enemies with armies alone. It defeats them with space. German soldiers marched deeper than Napoleon ever had. Roads turned to mud. Vehicles broke down. Horses collapsed. Supplies arrived late, or not at all. Still, Hitler pushed forward. He believed the Soviets were finished. He believed winter would not matter. He believed willpower could defeat nature. History would prove him wrong. By October, rain turned the land into a swamp. Then came the cold. Weapons froze. Engines failed. Soldiers shivered in thin uniforms, never meant for winter. Hitler had forbidden winter preparations, believing planning for cold meant accepting defeat. Temperatures plunged below zero. Frostbite killed more German soldiers than Soviet bullets. Meanwhile, the Red Army adapted. Fresh troops arrived from Siberia. Soldiers trained for winter warfare moved effortlessly through snow and ice. The Germans were exhausted. The Soviets were just beginning. By December 1941, German forces stood within sight of Moscow, but they were too weak to take it. Soviet counterattacks smashed into frozen German lines. For the first time in the war, German troops were forced into retreat. The myth of Nazi invincibility was shattered. Hitler's mistake was now undeniable. The war he planned to win in weeks had become a war of survival, and survival favored the Soviet Union. As losses mounted, Hitler made another fatal choice. He took personal control of the military. Experienced generals were dismissed. Retreat was forbidden. Flexibility vanished. Entire armies were ordered to hold impossible positions at any cost. Thousands died needlessly. The German army was no longer fighting a war. It was fighting Hitler's ego. In 1942, Hitler repeated the same mistake, but on an even larger scale. Stalingrad, a city whose name carried symbolic power. Hitler demanded its capture at all costs. German forces advanced into brutal street fighting. Every building became a battlefield. The Soviets refused to retreat. They waited, then they struck. Soviet forces surrounded the German army, cutting off supplies, food, and escape. Hitler ordered his men to stand and fight. No retreat, no surrender. By February 1943, over 300,000 German soldiers were dead or captured. Stalingrad was not just a defeat, it was the point of no return. From that moment on, Germany was no longer fighting to win, was fighting to delay defeat. The war dragged on. Allied forces closed in from the west. Soviet armies pushed relentlessly from the east. German cities burned under constant bombing. Resources vanished. Morale collapsed. Hitler grew paranoid, isolated, detached from reality. The mistake he made in 1941 could not be undone. By 1945, Hitler was hiding underground in a bunker beneath Berlin. The empire he promised lay in ruins, his armies destroyed, his people betrayed by his obsession. History does not end with explosions. It ends with consequences. Hitler did not lose the war because of one enemy. He lost it because of one decision. The moment he chose pride over strategy, obsession over logic, belief over reality. One mistake, and the course of history was changed forever.